Hi there, my name's Jennifer Broadley. I'm a Human Givens psychotherapist and also a tutor for the Human Givens College. I've been asked a question about how I made the career change to become a therapist, and it's quite a long story, but I'll condense it for you. My original, after I left school, my original degree was in publishing. I worked for 10 years in publishing and media, and then I kind of always knew I would work for myself. But I had the opportunity to do that around 2002. So I additionally qualified with a postgrad in exec coaching from the US. I did that remotely, so I did that in online classes. I was already a single mum by then. So I was looking for a job or a career where I could build something and I could work from home. So I set that up in 2002. And always had a sense that I really loved that job. So I was exec coaching, supplying into the publishing, the media world, so TV, radio, print media and online. And I loved that, and I still do some of that. But I always had a sense that there was something more that I could be and should be understanding. And I'd heard about Human Givens psychotherapy, and I'd heard a talk from one of the founders, Joe Griffin, about that, and I decided that I would at some point I would get myself qualified with that. But actually it was 10 years later, it was 2012 before I had moved out of London, and I had moved temporarily up to Scotland, and I was out one day with, I had organised 3 friends to see, one for coffee in the morning, one for lunch, and one for coffee in the afternoon. I was just having a day to myself. And every single one of them had talked about a member of their direct family or indirect family who were being affected by anorexia. And I had asked each of them, have you heard of, and they were saying that the treatment that they were getting was difficult for the person suffering and also really difficult for the family as well, and that they wished there was something else that they could do. So I had asked each of them, have you heard about Human Givens? Knowing that the therapy that is offered there is often fast and effective across all mental and emotional health challenges, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, trauma. And none of them had. And it was at that point I thought, do you know what? I've been waiting 10 years to do this. I need to do this now. So after that day, I literally went home and I signed up for all of part 1. I think there are about 14 courses to do in part 1. I signed up for all of part 1, all of part 2. And at that time, you couldn't sign up for part 3 at the same time. And I did that all. So I was completely qualified within 18 months. And then I set up a company called Healthy Chat, which I still run. And I started to see clients. You know, it was slow to start with. I saw 1 or 2 or 3 a week, and now I make a full-time living predominantly just with psychotherapy. I did have expectations before I started it. This has beyond exceeded my expectations. It allows me to have a balance in my life that I expect I wouldn't have if I had salaried work. I work 5 days a week, but I see clients 4, so I work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It gives me time to see friends, play sports, swim in the sea, do the things that I love, as well as make a very, very decent living. So my thoughts are that if you're thinking about a career change and you're thinking that you might go into something that helps other people and you're considering counselling or therapy, then do consider Human Givens as a therapy. It is fast, effective, and setting up a business is way more straightforward than you might think it is. Alrighty. All the best with your choices and decisions. Bye for now.